Well, first of all, it's nice to be here. I mean, in terms of Sweet 16, you're still playing, but yet you got to turn that focus pretty quick. As coaches, what's been the toughest job in terms of trying that that tight turnaround?
Well, these guys have been pretty focused all year long, and that's been, I think, an advantage for us. One of the things that we've done well is listen to the scouting report, stay in the moment, just be focused on the task at hand. So, but anytime you combine quick turnaround, you got the travel coming out here, 2-hour time difference. Right. So you get all, and then the media and all this is not I wouldn't say a distraction, but for young guys can be something that takes up part of the room that's in there that could be dedicated to something else. So just trying to keep them on task and on focus, and not to make too much of it. Recognize where you are. Again, we're glad to be playing, and but there's just so much more out there, and just stay focused on the task ahead.
As far as Baylor and what you guys as coaches saw in your scout with them, I mean, we've heard long, we've heard athletic, and the zone defense. How do you begin to break down what they present to you?
Yeah, those are the biggest things, and it's hard for us to simulate what they do just from a personnel standpoint. We don't, not many people have those kind of guys, so it's difficult to try to simulate that, but just trying to learn as much from watching tape and from talking to other guys that have played against them, what they like to do, what are their tendencies, and so we got to do a good job of keeping them off the offensive glass and do a tremendous job there. Again, part of that's their length and athleticism, and keep them out of transition. Not that there are any, it's funny, you say keep them out of transition as if there's a team that you would ever say, hey, let's get them in transition.
Yeah, that's right.
Let them run. So of course, keep them out of transition, keep them off the boards, and just generally try to make life miserable for them when they're on the offensive end, and then handle the zone too. You got to handle the ball, use some ball fakes, pass fakes, get the ball in some soft spots in some good situations, and fingers crossed, make a shot or two.
We're seeing a lot of the same things we said before the Oregon game too. I mean, in terms of the athleticism, you're trying to control them in the full court. What makes Baylor different than Oregon as far as what they do, and what will fans see tomorrow as far as a difference in the teams that you're playing?
I think Baylor's even more athletic or longer anyway than Oregon was. Athleticism is probably similar, but there are a lot of similarities between the two teams. I think their length is just at another level. They go 7 foot 6'10" inside with length. So I would say that's probably one of the biggest differences, is that they are longer. They'll play zone for the majority of the game, where that'll be a little bit different too than what we've been facing. So some similarities, but also obviously some differences. But just a good team. They're playing really well right now. They had their struggles, kind of like we also did at one point in the season, like most basketball teams do. But they have been playing really, really well over the last month anyway.
And last question: How good do you feel about the way these Badgers are playing, and the way your kids have responded to that midseason slump and come back and play so strong down the stretch?
Yeah, they've done a good job to it. We feel really good about what the guys have done. There's going to be a learning period for every team, and sometimes you have to take a loss to learn a lesson. You don't like that, but we try to get lessons learned when we get wins. But they've battled back from that. They're playing well right now. At this point, you're either a really good team, or you're playing really, really well, or a combination of the two. So if we go out and we don't perform at a high level, or if any team at this point doesn't perform at a high level, they'll probably be packing their bags. So we're looking forward to get a chance to go out there and just show the world what we've been about.
Well, Lamont, enjoy the moment, and thanks for talking.
Thanks a lot.